Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
He pulls up.
Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
He pulls up.
Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the
He
rejection.
pulls up.
Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the
He
rejection.
pulls up.
Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the
He
rejection.
pulls up.
Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the
He
rejection.
pulls up.
Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
Man, what it is, what it ain't, go ahead, run, get your auntie. You can ask anybody, cause I'm being about it, read about it, tweet about it, that's tea.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
So here's Miami's starting group. Wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. Cunningham with it. And Jaquez picks him up defensively. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Thompson outside. There's the lob to Duran. He can't hit that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And here are the Pistons now. And rank credit the Pistons fans for sticking with them after a tough season last year.
Well, Kevin, it's been a couple of rough years in Detroit, and never easy to have your team go through something like that. You know, when you're getting national media attention for not winning games, it's never a good thing. But these fans are loyal. They're hungry. The future is going to be bright in Detroit. I promise you that.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Pass to Ivy. 5 on the clock. Back to Thompson. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Duran. Makes it off the glass.
Such a great offensive rebounder. It's so hard to keep Jalen Duran off the glass there.
Hero from deep three-point territory. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Cunningham outside, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Asar Thompson. And Miami also making a switch. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jaime Jaquez. Harris setting the pick for Beasley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Heat in 5th.
This was a good group of free throw shooters last year, something they really worked on in practice. And sometimes that's the coaches calling for it, and oftentimes the players doing it by themselves.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Mitchell finds Adebayo. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Harris.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there, going right through the contact.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Kings. Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff.
I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Cunningham. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the lane. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Cunningham against Mitchell. Cunningham inside, and Ware pulls it down.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid straight up and in.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Adebayo outside. Good on the triple. Adebayo's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, bigs like Adebayo got to drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of the game.
Cunningham's shot is off.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Beasley with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. Cunningham passes to Duran. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. For the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Harris. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Rozier kicks to Wiggins. Adebayo with a screen on Beasley. Pass to Jovic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. With 1 on the clock, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Detroit. And the second quarter will be on the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Asar Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. On the wing, Wiggins, covered by Beasley. Wiggins passes to Burks. Here's Jovic. It's deflected.
But Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Jovic gets it to go.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Hardaway kicks to Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're hitting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well is push the pace in their games.
Yeah, you love to lean into young players and that vibrant athleticism, but you also have to understand that playing fast comes with quick decision making, and sometimes those don't always go hand in hand. The experience that these guys will have in their growth together and how soon it is that they realize they can help each other, that's going to push them places faster and further than they even realize.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Beasley with Robinson picks him up, taken away. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jovic. Schroeder comes with the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Here's a look at the stats for Robinson. Last season's performance for him. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Harris comes in for Thompson, and it's Cunningham in for Dennis Schroeder. Robinson, that's good.
Well, something Robinson is very good at, finding shots he wants to take at the three-point line.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Cunningham with it. Now defended by Wiggins. That one goes. Counted. Harris has got 5.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Robinson. It's stolen by Cunningham. Driving in, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more. on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Out to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off the shot. Harris's shot is off. Miami trailing. Wiggins right side. Wiggins drawing the double team, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Ivy comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. So it's Miami now. To the inside, where, boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Duren. Now Ivy. Shot clock at 5. Cunningham outside. Off target from outside. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Hero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Harris.
Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
The Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Heat. Cunningham passes to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Here's Mitchell, pass to Ware, goes up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Ware's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And here's Harris from the arc. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. As I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for joining us.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
All right, fellas. Let's now. Thanks for spending half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for the Heat, wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to Mitchell. Shoots from the elbow. He shoots again, and it's good for 2. Ware's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Duren sets the screen for Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, "I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win." Kevin?
Yeah, DA, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Miami grabs the miss. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 7. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Inside, here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Ivy against Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Ivy. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist from Hero. Adebayo's got 8 points.
Well, intelligent play there by Hero. Upsets the defense and then hands it off for the assist.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Count it. And the Heat lead by 7.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Now here's Cunningham. 8 points for him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
For the Pistons, Malik Beasley comes in for Ivy. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. Then for the Heat, Wiggins comes in for Tyler Hero. Robinson is subbed in for Davion Mitchell. Schroeder with the ball. Robinson picks him up. And here's Harris from the arc. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat leading by 7. Pass to Adebayo. A 3. No good on that one. Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Thompson in the corner. Schroeder outside. Harris setting the pick for Schroeder. Over Robinson. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And you can see Beasley's athleticism as he's out in the open court getting it done.
There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shooter comes with the double team. Pass to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Hits the three-point bomb. Robinson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat. Schroeder surveying the floor. Harris setting the pick for Schroeder. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Floats one, count the basket. And now it's a 10-point Heat lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Holland is out there with Beasley. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now. Stewart misses. The Heat leading by 13. Here's Highsmith. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Schroeder with the ball. Jacks up a three. Some solid defense from Robinson. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. He's looking for Love and finds him. Love with the screen for Robinson. Drills it from outside.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Stewart really valued for the energy he brings to the game. That and that 7'4" wingspan, that makes a lot of things happen.
To the inside, here's Jovic. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Hits the jump hook.
This is some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
They set the pick. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Jovic. 6 on the shot clock, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Heat lead by 19.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Jaden Ivey, the offense, Brent, looks great. Defensively, though, there's a lot to improve on.
Well, sometimes as an individual defender, you can look worse because the team defense isn't there. And so there's been sort of this reflective quality about that. But for Jaden to take on or take the next step, certainly defensively, with all of that athletic ability, he could be elite on that end of the floor.
And here's Adebayo outside. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. No good on the 3. Cunningham inside. Jaquez defending. Cunningham's shot is off. It's Thompson off the drive, and it's Thompson with the jam.
So fast of foot, on the run, Asir, tough to catch.
On deep, Adebayo. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. We really got to give it up here for the Heat.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bam Adebayo.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the two areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
To the middle. And it's Fontecchio missing. Here's Christopher. Covered by Cunningham. Here's Jovic. And it's Reed pulling it down. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. On its way from Beasley for two. They get it back. Hardaway kicks to Beasley. Cunningham for three. Rebound by the Heat. On the wing, Wiggins. Covered by Beasley. Robinson for three. The shot will not fall. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the side. Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. Murray makes a move.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. He pulls up. Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. He pulls up. Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. He pulls up. Steph for the win. Yes, sir.
Murray makes a move.
I'm finna treat you like fab. Go ahead and throw it in the bag. Throw your whole closet out. We don't need it in the house. If the can't hang the beat, don't bend. If the can't hang the beat, don't bend. If the can't hang the beat, don't bend. If the can't hang the beat, don't bang. I'm finna go. She want me to treat her like. So I'm finna go. Throw it back, shot it, toss it up. She a boss, but I'm finna boss her up.
Motown, Detroit, Michigan. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K. Grant this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now Atlanta's starting five. Rizachet out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then it's Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in its center, locking down the middle. Now here's Young. Pass to Daniels. Here's Rizachet. And stolen by Cunningham. To the paint. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team foul.
Beasley for three. They grab their own miss. Out to Harris. Cunningham looking it over. Clock at 6. And the shot's good.
Great touch there from Cunningham. He's so skilled.
Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. Second shot opportunity. Rizachet, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Cunningham. And a two-handed jam!
Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
Young drawing the double team. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. They set the pick. Pass to Rizachet. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Cunningham with the ball. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. It's rebounded by Rizachet. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far. And a deep three from Young. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Beasley outside. Pass to Thompson. Down low. Deflects the pass. Shot clock at 6. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Young with the bucket.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 6. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
The Pistons making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Niang, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young against Cunningham. Now here's Young. Defense right on him. Inside. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
Well, that's a smart play. Taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle. And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Young, the pass to LeVert. Back to Young. Kongwu, a screen on Cunningham. Young. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got 4 rebounds now.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Beasley finds Hardaway. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And here's Cunningham outside. Pistons keep it alive. Harris misses. Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Niang. Back to LeVert. And stolen by Cunningham. He's all alone. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
That was all Cade Cunningham. What a two-way play.
Young looking over the floor. Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Beasley. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second. Substitution on the floor.
Here's Niang. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Cade Cunningham. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pistons.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Thompson, then there's Holland, and it's Stewart in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit right now. And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Now here's Hardaway. He's scoreless. Shot is up. Clock at 6. Pass to Schroeder. It's intercepted. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Matthews. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Hawks. Matthews. Garrison Matthews.
Good on both. Here's Schroeder, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. To the paint. They swipe it. To the middle. Here's Daniels. He nails it, and we're tied. Daniels has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Pass to Stewart. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, there's the alley. Stewart, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Here's Barlow. Still no points. Matthews passes to Daniels. The Hawks need to get one up here. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Pistons shooting about 43% in this one. Hardaway on the wing. Got it. Hardaway's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, mixing it up inside. And I like when Hardaway Jr. tries his luck close to the rim.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Daniels. Detroit with a rebound. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
They really threw their weight around last time. They got to the free throw line a lot, and it helped secure the win.
Well, and coaches will sometimes complain about an inconsistent whistle from the refs, but credit them for the level of aggression to make things happen.
Niang, no good. The Pistons have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Hardaway with it, and it's Niang picking him up. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And let's see now which rookies have been shooting the rock the best since the All-Star break. You look at Thompson, he is consistent. 4th highest shooting percentage in the NBA.
Only taking good looks. This first-year player is shooting it at a high clip since the break.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham comes in for Thompson. Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Daniels. Picked by Stewart. Back to Schroeder. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 5.
Yeah, the vision that Cunningham has shown in his career is as good as it gets.
Schroeder against Young. Young goes in. Pass to Risache. The 3-ball. Drops in the 3. Risache's got 5 now.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Now Hardaway. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And the slam from Hardaway Jr. Can't forget about his athleticism.
Right wing. Young against Schroeder. Niang a screen. There's Young with the 3. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Cunningham. The rebound by the Hawks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens in this league. You can play your A game and still get beat.
Here's Risache. 5 points in the game. Here's Young. Some solid defense from Stewart. Cunningham outside. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Detroit on top, up by 4, and we'll return shortly.
17.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? Shifting focus? How about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion.
Appreciate you joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. We've got Trae Young, Okongwu out there with Risache. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Daniels in at the 3 slot. Now here's Beasley. No points so far. Here's Cunningham. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Young. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Here's Young. Thompson pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Tim Hardaway.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Now here's LeVert. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game.
Losing set. Second personal foul. Team second.
Detroit leading by 8. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Out to Harris. Fires from deep. Goes back up. And it's Thompson getting it to go. And it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Okongwu. Launches a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, Young's playmaking is very reliable. He's got impressive vision.
Now here's Cunningham. 10 points for him. Inside. And that one's good. Thompson. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Back to LeVert. Pass to Daniels. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Cunningham against Young. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. And let's look in on the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the teams leading the way in assists this season. The Hawks second.
This is a squad that understands the importance of being unselfish and moving the ball. You love to watch smart basketball like that.
Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. Schroeder comes in for Cade Cunningham. Niang, he's checked in for Atlanta. Krejci comes in for Young. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. A minute 37 left in the third quarter. And the layup is good off the glass.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
To the middle. Here's Daniels. Niang outside. Back to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Atlanta again missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Krejci. The shot that time not on target. Oh, nice D from Schroeder. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So for the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Duran. Fontecchio comes in for Thompson. And Hardaway is subbed in for Beasley. Fontecchio, the pass to Stewart. Outside Hardaway. Back to Stewart. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal
Good
foul.
to see Stewart playing with aggression. This is how he attracts contact.
Detroit, Stewart. Isaiah Stewart.
Stewart hits them both. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Man, the pass to Niang. And the foul called on Simone Fontecchio. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Man, the pass to Matthews. 4 on the clock. Looking to win the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow-by every single time.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Detroit, basketball.
And here's Schroeder outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in a good sit. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. Holland out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Hardaway in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And here's Schroeder. Here's the floater. And he sinks the layup. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Niang outside. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Krejci. Back to Niang. 6 on the shot clock. To the left wing by Detroit. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Now here's Hardaway. And Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And Atlanta with possession here, following the score by Detroit. Yep, count it.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Outside Schroeder.